Welcome to WBDR. Big Daddy Rich, watch Big Daddy Rich, whatever it is. It's Saturday morning, going to go live with you guys. Now, listen, I'm out here on my deck, so you're going to hear my dogs barking. I didn't let them out this morning. Take them up to the pond, and you may hear my donkeys. You may hear my cows. Just ignore all that. We're chilling out on the deck today. It's Saturday. It's about 8:30 in the morning. We're getting a live stream going before game day comes on and all that good jazz, which some of that stuff's already on, but y'all would much rather listen to old Big Daddy here, yours truly, than watch a bunch of mumbo jumbo on game day. I'm pretty sure. I'll come out. A little update on your weather. Got a pollen alert last night. It's going to be high pollen today. And I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling it this morning. I've been sneezing my head off. All that good jazz has been going on today. So y'all make sure you comment. I already got something in the chat, I think. Let me no, nobody commenting in the chat. Make sure y'all comment in here. Let me know. There's my son on Lucas Josiah Gaming. Y'all go like it. Also going live on Bleacher Talk. That's a broadcast me and John Phillips do every Friday night high school football game. It's Wilson. We usually broadcast them. It's a pretty good deal. Y'all going like that. Good morning, Jeremy Johnson. Good to see you on here, buddy. What I'm going to be doing this morning is I'm going to be going over SEC games today. All right. So I'm going to cover what I think. I'm going to have two different takes on it. I'm going to have what my head's feeling and what my gut's feeling. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm going to pick between the two. I'm not going to not pick. I'm going to make my pick, but I got to decide whether I'm going to go with my gut, which is much bigger than my head. Okay. So that's just something I'm going to do today. Darlene from Michigan. Good to see you, Darlene. Big Daddy's getting out there, folks. Getting out there. So, listen, guys, there is an option on here to send stars, help support me and the channel and everything I do, whatever. If you do that, I appreciate it. But if you do that, I cannot see it. So comment. If you send stars, I would love to salute you this morning. Make sure you comment it down below. Let me know you sent it. You miss AT&T. Nathan Miller. Yes, I miss AT&T like my last stomach virus. That's how bad I miss them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Out working on that great phone line today. Sean, I feel for you, buddy. I know what's out there. I know you're struggling. Just maybe a show take you a break. Take you a break. Ain't no sense getting out there and doing nothing today. Just take you a break. All right? Listen to the show. All right, so look, starting out at 11 a.m., Texas A&M's taking on Auburn this morning. Okay? Texas A&M. It looks like I think it is at Texas A&M. Pretty sure. Texas A&M has played New Mexico, Miami, and Louisiana Monroe. Okay, New Mexico beat them 52-10. Lost to Miami Hurricanes, who's a pretty good team this year, 48-33, and they beat Louisiana Monroe 47-3. So they're high. They score a lot of points regardless. They score a lot of points. So my head's kind of leaning toward Texas A&M in this one. Auburn, they're undefeated, but they have struggled a little bit. 59-14 over UMass. Flew out to California with a 14-10 win over California, but they did fly out there, so there's jet lag issue there. Okay, I like Auburn a little bit with my gut on this one. They beat Sanford 45-13, but the fact that it is at Texas A&M, that's why I'm giving my head Texas A&M and my gut Auburn. So I'm going to go with Texas A&M, the head pick on this one. And I don't know. I'm going to say it's probably a 7 to 3 point win. Lucas Rich says, Auburn, why don't you just come out here? I mean, you're in the house. Why don't you just come out here and sit down beside me and you can say whether or not you agree or disagree. I'm out here on the deck, man. Don't be stupid. And he keeps saying I'm wrong, whatever. That may be Josiah. I don't know if it's Lucas or Josiah Gaming. I'm pretty sure it's Lucas. But anyway, I'm going to say, no, he's at my brother's house. He's not over here. That's right. My bad, Lucas. So, yeah, Texas A&M's where I'm going with that one. Y'all let me know what your picks are, okay? I'll write them down. If I got my pen right here. Y'all let me know who y'all like, Texas A&M or Auburn. I'll write it down. I'll put your name on here. Next Saturday, we'll talk about how wrong you was or how right you was. Just let me know. Moving right along, that's 11 a.m. We got Kentucky versus Vandy at 11 a.m., guy. Kentucky versus Vandy. Kentucky is done. I mean, they're undefeated. All right, so they beat Ball State 44-14. They beat Eastern Kentucky 28-17. They beat Akron for 35-3. My head and gut is going with Kentucky. I mean, Vandy's bad. Let's just be honest, okay? Vandy's real bad. Vandy is they beat Hawaii 35-28. Alabama A&M 47-13. Wake Forest they lost 36-20. They lost to University of Nevada, Las Vegas 40-37. Home of the most hated quarterback in NFL, Colin Kaepernick. That's good coffee. Can y'all hear me good? Make sure y'all can hear me. I hope I'm not just out here blabbing and y'all can't even hear what I'm saying. That'd be stupid. Let me look at the comments. See, I don't think all the comments are coming through. I'm gonna have to switch. Hey, what's up? Tim from Oklahoma. Oh gosh. My mouse is not working right this morning, guys. I'm outside on the deck and there's dew. I think forget it. Forget it. It's not gonna work. I can't see any of the comments. Mouse ain't working. Just a bad morning right here. Bad morning. Start this out. All right, moving right along. We're going with Bama and Ole Miss. Big game at 2:30, folks. Big game at 2:30. Alabama, Ole Miss at Alabama. So that's a big difference right there, right? So you can't just say whatever you want to say about that because Alabama's not an easy place to play. I mean, you got Texas went over there and done pretty good. They won by 10 points. Everybody talks about how they did something major. They won by 10 points. I mean, it wasn't a big blowout or nothing like that. See, Bama's beat Middle Tennessee 56-7. They beat South Florida 17-3. That's not very good. And they beat Texas, or got beat by Texas 34-24. Ole Miss, on the other hand, has been an extremely high-scoring team. I can't get my mouse to work, man. This is ridiculous. I can't even scroll down on my screen or nothing. Let me sit tab down. Anyhow, so Ole Miss is 73-7 over Mercer, 37-20 over Tulane. So that's not great, right? So 37-20. Tulane's a pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not a bad team, but they're not that good either. Georgia Tech 48-23. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say my head wants to say Ole Miss, right? Because Alabama has not looked good. That's the talk of the town, right? Everybody's saying, "Oh, Alabama's not looked good. They haven't been doing this, haven't been doing that." And then Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin's got the offense, all that good jazz. My gut is going to go with Alabama because they're at home. Because I know Nick Saban. I know what he always does. He's owned Lane Kiffin for centuries, right? So I want to go with my gut on that for Bama. My head leaning toward Ole Miss because Alabama's done downward trend. Ole Miss has not lost a game yet, even though they hadn't played anybody and had to struggle just a little bit with Tulane there. Won that one late in the game. But I believe I'm going to go with my gut. I circled the gut, going with the gut. Alabama wins. And I'm going to say if Alabama wins, it's by 14. If Ole Miss wins, I'm going to say it's by 7-3, somewhere around in there. But going with Bama. So far, I got Kentucky head and gut, Texas A&M head, and Bama gut. Going Tennessee, UTSA comes on at 3 p.m. UTSA, folks, not a bad team. They're not. Now, I know it's UTSA, and that's almost comical when you're talking about SEC, right? It's nearly comical. But seriously, UTSA they've played Troy, number 19 team, lost 12-18. Played Houston, lost 17-14. Losing these games by like 3 points, 6 points. Texas State, they beat them 20-13, and they lost to Army by 8, 37-29. So if Tennessee comes out and plays as flat as they have been, it's going to be a nightmare. It is. It's going to be a nightmare for Tennessee. They're going to have to come out and show their dominance. They're going to with aggression. They're going to play with continuity. The team's not been in sync together. It's been extremely terrible starting out. They're going to have to get out there and work together. Quarterback's going to be on the same page with receivers. Linemen got to hold their blocks. And let's see how it goes. But Tennessee, of course, 49-13 win over Virginia, and a 30-13 win over Austin Peay. Of course, a dreadful 29-16 loss to the Florida Gators. That's just dreadful, even if you're in the swamp. But moving right along. Oh, by the way, my head and gut's going with Tennessee on this. I think they're going to come back, fire on all cylinders. I think they're going to show everybody they're rejuvenated and ready to play football. That's just my take on the whole matter. Florida versus Charlotte. It's pretty cut and dry. Okay, Charlotte's terrible. I mean, they're pretty much a high school team. Florida, head and gut with that one. Arkansas at LSU. Okay, I think that's a 6 p.m. game. That's a good hot cup of coffee. Somebody said Colorado on top. Oh, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to say Arkansas, LSU. We're going, let's say they played Western Carolina University. I think that's who it is, WCU. They beat them 56-13, 28-6. Kent State 38-31 against BYU. They lost BYU 38. They lost by 7 to BYU, so that's their only loss. Which LSU lost badly to Florida State, 45-24. They lost they beat Grambling 72-10. They beat Mississippi State 41-14. Man, I'm liking LSU on this one. It's at LSU. It's down there in the Bayou. So I do. I like it. They're my favorite on this one. I'm going to say even head and gut on this one. I just can't pick Arkansas right now. Even though that bad loss to Florida State, it looked a lot worse than what it really was. They played them real close in the first half, and LSU's big, man. They got some big and fast athletes on that team. They just couldn't put it all together. I think LSU wins it by 14 at least. Georgia, UAB, head and gut, Georgia. Cut and dry right there. Missouri, Memphis. I'm going to go Missouri, head and gut. Mississippi State, South Carolina. That's a big one, but definitely going head and gut South Carolina because Mississippi State looked terrible against, I can't remember. I think it was LSU. Yeah, LSU, 41-14 loss. I'm going South Carolina all the way. I think they're gonna win that one. So there's my picks for today, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get my mouse to work. I'd love to see y'all's comments. This is making me very upset. I just went up there and changed the battery out before I come down here with another battery that I had in another remote. I think that may have been a bad move because that battery must have been about dead too. Okay, guys. Other than that, man, I can't. How do you get this thing to move over? I am not a computer savvy. I will be able to do this just to keep at, but I can't do it. Other than that, guys, that's all I got today. SEC. There's my picks, dude. You got them. That's it all the way. I don't know what much else to talk about other than NFL, and I really don't. I just not feeling the NFL, guys. I'm not. I just got the whole kneeling on the flag stuff. I just ain't down with that. Sorry. I mean, I can watch it. I can get in the fantasy football just a little bit and do some stuff. I'm not a supporter of any kind of NFL football anymore. I just can't. They allowed all that to take place, and they spit in the face of all the people that fought and died for this country. So they have free. There we go. Hey, look at that. Let's see if we got any comments. Amen, Brother Pate Ware said. Here we go. We got some picks coming in. Let me look here. I can hear you blabbing just fine here in Ohio. Thank you there, Michael Stillman. I appreciate you. Modulation sounding good, buddy. Thank you, Jeremy Johnson. Sounding great. Lucas, Ole Miss is winning. Yeah, he's Ole Miss. Now listen, Lucas is picking Ole Miss. Let me write that down. I'm not going to write anything down right there. I'm going to just do it like this. Lucas, Ole Miss. Okay. He's a Tennessee fan, just like me, but I'm being non-biased here. Okay, I'm not going to let my good morning, Pate. Where are you doing? All right. I'm not going to let my bias toward Tennessee affect my picks here today. Okay, if I think Tennessee's going to lose, I'll tell you I think they're going to lose. Down year for Bama and LSU. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe, Michael. Here's the thing on that, buddy. It's too early. If you're going to lose a game, this is the time to do it right here at the beginning of the year. Let's lose this sucker early and get it out of the way and let's build on it. Maybe it'll motivate these guys. You know, I feel like it will. I feel like Alabama can turn it around. I feel like LSU can turn it around. I feel like Tennessee can turn it around. But the problem is Tennessee does not have the talent Alabama and LSU have to turn it around. So they just hadn't recruited on the same level, you know. Now, do they got talent? Yes, but do they have as much talent as LSU, Alabama? I don't think they do. LSU recruited pretty good last year. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Tennessee did too, but we're weak in some spots. You know, offensive line is weak this year, and it's killing us. First day of deer, and you're on the porch. Billy, in Alabama, is it first day of deer season in Tennessee right now? I don't think it is. I think maybe it is. I don't know. How are you two? Good Lord. Was that Dexter tail whipping last night or what? Yeah, y'all could see here. I got my Wilson gear on, folks. This is my team. You know what I mean? This is where my blood flew through that school, went through that school. My mama went to that school. My kids have all they're going through that school. One of them done graduated. Wilson is my school, right? I don't care. You're not going to see me switch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a switcher. And we got a problem, man. You know, and people want to say it's coaching this, coaching that, coaching. It ain't coaching. Your problem these days with county schools around here, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but the problem you got is it's going to take more out of the community to get better. So when I say that, you got kids that'll transfer, right? We're not doing good. I'm going to transfer over to this school because I think I may do better, may have a better season, may get noticed, blah 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 blah. Okay, if you ain't noticed at any school, if you're good enough to go to Division I, you'll get noticed. Okay, so you're either ride or die or you're not. So when you're transferring, we got kids transferring out, transferring back, transferring out, whatever happens, that's fine, and that's your kids. You do what you want to do, but that's why county schools are never going to be as good. You got kids quitting. My kid quit. All right, I'm not judging anybody by no means. It's you're either ride or die. If you're not in it to win it, then quit, stay out, don't get in it. You know what I mean? But if you are, stay in it. We got to have more help too. You go to these city schools, you got quarterback coaches, tight end coaches, lineman coaches. You got all these different coaches that are going to help make your team better, you know, and they can really focus on this one group. Well, county schools don't have that unless volunteer teachers go down there and help out. It's all about the money. Teachers in the school going to have to go out there and volunteer their time and help out. A lot of parents can't do it. The reason why, you work usually at least 7 to 4, 8 to 5. There's not enough time for a parent or somebody to go because they're working. They're not going to be able to volunteer their time. A lot of them ain't. Some of them are. But we got to have position coaches for every position. Not you can combine some, you linebackers and maybe cornerbacks, whatever. That's fine. But it helps the team dramatically to have position coaches, and we can't, county schools don't have that a lot because there's not a lot of money funded for county schools. Definitely not as much for the county as there is city. So it's going to require more people. It's going to require loyalty from the alumni. Okay, people who's went there, been there, keep, why go somewhere else? Now I understand. You got a kid 6'5", 220 pounds. He runs a 4-flat 40. You want to take him somewhere and get noticed. Great, that's fine. Okay, take him Florence, most shows, do what you want to do. But why? Why not leave him at a county school right here? He'll get noticed. I promise you, especially going against 4A kids out here. He'll be a dominant athletic specimen. He's going to get noticed. So people swapping around doing stuff like that, and it does zero good, But I'm not, like I said, I'm not judging anybody. But if you want to know why Wilson got beat 70-8 against Deshler, Deshler's a city school, got tons of help out there on the field. They got, quarterback, linebacker coaches, receiver coaches, all this stuff. Wilson don't have all that, and plus, not a lot of transfers. They have struggled with that. Deshler has struggled with that in the past. They had a lot of transfers go out and go to muscle shows and places like that, but it's slowed up for them, so they're a lot better this year. But anyway, I know a lot of y'all don't even know. It's cool when you volunteer and they tell you no or pick someone else. Yeah, that is cool, Josh. Now I get it on that. You can only do so much though. You put your name in the hat. That's all you can do, buddy. That's it. But that's my take on that. I didn't mean to get caught up in a I guess soapbox on that. But Wilson's my school, man. I love my coaches. I love my school. Love my kids that go there, and I'm gonna keep supporting them. I always will. That's what we do. Yeah. Pate Ware said, yes, sir, I agree with you there. Plenty of Wilson players over the years have had the same collegiate exposure. If you can play, you can play. Exactly. Went through this stuff in Little League. Rich teams took players from poor teams. Absolutely, Billy Thomas, because hey, you come over here, we'll pay for your, we'll pay. You don't have to pay to play. We'll pay for it, and you can come over here. I've seen it 1,000 times. But yeah, Wilson's a great community of people. It is. Gosh, when Lennon had his brain hemorrhage, man, you wouldn't believe the people praying, sending help. A lot of people on here helped me out. I went through a bad time there, and Wilson community was there to support me, and so was my WBDR, Bleacher Talk, all my family there to help me. I don't think we was doing Bleacher Talk that time, but and it's a great community. It really is, Pate. But some exciting high school football games last night. I think Brooks turned around, beat Central. That was a close game at halftime, but that one kind of run away from them. I think it was like 42-28. Still not too bad, but there's a lot of weapons over there at Brooks. Brooks is another place where they've got great coaching. Josh Gregg over there, wide receiver coach, man, he does a great job. He's volunteer. I think. Well, he may make some. I don't know. I don't know what anybody makes, but I know that it's not enough. There's a lot of time goes involved in that, and a lot of headache and stress. And every Friday night, you're probably after the games doing laundry, doing stats, looking at stuff. It's a lot of work goes into that, and it don't matter what you make, it's not enough. So I appreciate you, Scotty Wayne. Litter. I got to figure out how to say that name. I'm just going to call you Scotty Wayne. But I appreciate you watching the show. And guys, I plan on doing this maybe every Saturday. I don't know. Every Saturday morning if I got time. I don't know. I can't set a set time because there's no telling what I might be doing. I may have to get up and feed the cows or help my brother do some fencing, whatever. Henry Redfern, absolutely. Absolutely. West Morgan is a stud team. I can't wait for the Deshler West Morgan game. I wished I could broadcast it. It's in 2 weeks, but probably won't be able to. It's in West Morgan, so I wouldn't have signal. You know what I'm saying? So, and if y'all are seeing new people coming in here, I think I'm putting this out on Bleacher Talk and WBDR. We need to merge those pages, guys. We need to pull some from WBDR to Bleacher Talk, pull some from Bleacher Talk to WBDR. We're gonna be doing hey from Knoxville, Tennessee. Amy, how you doing? Good to see you on here, man. Tennessee gonna beat them today. UTSA gonna win that one, but it'll be good. Hope they can win that game and boost their momentum a little bit, and kind of give them some confidence, get them some continuity going out throughout the season, maybe. Yeah, it was homecoming, Henry Redford. It was homecoming. West Morgan played Rogers, and they're I dread that game against Wilson. I do, man, because it's just, and I'm not knocking Wilson by any means. We can't get together this season. I mean, it's just a major difference. A lot of youngs, man, a lot of youngins, kids, sophomores out there playing, and it's going to take time. I've got to give Coach Lang time to build something up out there. Get some assistance from some of the other players in the school. I don't know, Henry. It's hard to say. Now, West Morgan may win the region, and they got a really, really good chance. But Dessler, don't be fooled by their 2 losses. Okay, they've lost to Madison Academy and Russellville. That's their 2 losses, and you might be surprised at what Dessler can do. Okay, now I don't. They got Brooks. Brooks is good too. Hadn't got to see him play a lot. They did score 50-something points on West Morgan, which is ungodly game. It was 80-something to 50-something. I mean, that is crazy. So, I don't know Dessler, but Dessler don't be fooled. They got a lot of athletes out there, and they got some big physical defensive linemen. I'm talking big physical defensive linemen. So Wilson was able to score 8 on them, but it was early too. I think it was like maybe in the second quarter we scored, but man, it's already getting out of hand. It's 20-something to 8. Good to see you too, Jennifer Dunn. Good to see you too. But man, that's all I got today, really. Just want to touch base with y'all, go over my SEC picks, talk a little football. Unless y'all got something you want to talk about. If you do, comment it in here, man. I'll talk whatever. I got to punch out here in about 15 minutes, but y'all let me know. Any video ideas? If y'all got ideas y'all want me to do a video about something, let me know. I'll work on it. I'll give you a shout out. But be looking for these podcasts Saturday morning. I'm going to try to do some throughout the week, maybe early in the morning. It had to be early because that's the only time I got time. I get up at 4 because of my son. I got to make sure he's up. I don't wake him up. He gets up on his own. I just got to make sure he's up so he ain't late for work, Do you think Alabama is going to beat Ole Miss today? Be honest. Well, Henry, I went over it earlier in the broadcast, so you can go back and watch all my picks if you want to, but I'll just tell you, on all my picks, I do a head and gut, right? What my gut's feeling, what my head's feeling. My gut's a lot bigger, by the way. My head is feeling like Ole Miss is going to win the game because all the things circulating, right? But my gut goes with Alabama, and I'm going to go with my gut because it's at Alabama, and I think with Milroe, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder after being benched last week, and I think he's going to come out and show out. I really do. Richmond, north of Richmond, Billy Thomas. That's a great video. It is. I don't know if you're wanting me to do that video, but I can't touch that. That dude's good. I like it. Roll Tide, come on. Yep, Jennifer Dunn. Yeah, I agree. I mean that, like I said, they're gonna win it. I believe. If Alabama wins it, I'm gonna say 14. If Ole Miss wins it, I'm going 7 or 3. That's just Saban's had Lane Kiffin's numbers his entire career. He give him that career. That's what Saban says every morning before that game. He gets up. He said, "I give you your career." He's looking in the mirror. He's talking to Lane Kiffin, but he's looking at himself. He said, "I give you that career," like that. Heck yeah, Roll Tide. Have a good one. Got to get the kids. See you, Jeremy. All right, buddy. Love y'all. I'm gonna punch out too. I gotta get ready. I gotta go up here and do some work. But man, I like this. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do this every Saturday. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. I love y'all. God bless you. If you need me, I'll call you. Deuces, guys.